All right, so we've got a couple trails that come up on top of this ridge right here, and then they go back down into the woods here, back off down the pipeline, or to the pipeline here. So this is a really good spot right here in this inside corner coming up or out of the woods. We're going to put a trap for sure. We may put two here before it's over with. So stay with me and we're going to get this set in. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm taking this inside corner where there's a little bit of a backer right here with this autumn olive. And I'm cutting a little deeper than I really need to be, just to break up this soil and loosen things up and cut through any roots that might be in here. And this Axmatics works really good for that. And right now we're just trying to create a new trap bed where we haven't had a trap set before. Alright, so once I've got this thing dug in, my next step is going to be to put an earth anchor in the ground here. Okay, so I'm driving that earth anchor in until I've just got the top of it sticking up right here. And that's going to be my connection for my trap. My next step is to come in here, set my connector down, and get my trap set. And I'm just going to flip that dog forward, come in here and drop those jaws down over that pan. Just like that, put the dog over the top, lift the pan up. There is a night latch on here that you can hear snap into place. Right there, I just heard it pop. And that puts my pan level. Now I'm going to set that off to the side for a minute, keep my hands out of it. And I'm going to attach it to this earth anchor with a speed clip so that I can get it off when I want to. Change the trap out, service the trap, whatever the case may be. I'll screw that down tight. Finger tight's good enough. Then I'll move that trap out of my way a little bit here. And I'll throw some dirt into the hole to create a trap bed. And this is just loose dirt that this trap's going to sit on top of. I don't want any sticks or anything like that in there. I just want the loose dirt for right now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and put a hole, a dirt hole, right here. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to offset this dirt hole, one side or the other, and go in at a pretty steep angle, pretty deep right here, just like this. Pull that out, and that's going to pull a core of dirt out of there. And I'll just set that to the side, bang it out of there. Got a lot of clay in this soil. Alright, so there's my dirt hole. Now I want to come back in here and bed my trap. I want to get this fairly close to level before I do that, right here, with the hole. So the animal doesn't have to step down into it too much to get in my trap. I want it pretty level with the ground. I'm going to get that trap bed up a little ways, just like this. Get any sticks or anything out of there. Come in here and set this trap down just like this and bed it in there nice and tight, just like that. Okay. Now we want to come in here and we want to drop a pan cover right over the top of things here, just like this, to make sure the dirt doesn't get under our pan and foul things up. Then we just want to start sifting some dirt over things. The big chunks can go off to the side. The loose stuff is what I want. Just kind of be careful. when you're doing this. Bring your backer over. This does not have to be perfect. A lot of people think this has to be a lot more perfect than it really does. I might throw a couple rocks over here on this side just to kind of guide his foot where I want him. I'll leave this other side over here where I want him to approach from really nice and clean. Take some of this dirt here, just kind of fan it out in here a little bit. Just like that. Make his easiest path to investigate this set right here where I want him to be. Okay? So that's our trap bed, and trap bedded, I should say, setup for this. Okay, now we got a couple simple things we need to do to complete the set. The first one is, we're going to take a little sheep's wool here. Doesn't take a whole lot of this. And we're going to squeeze some bait, liquid bait, on that sheep's wool and shove it in the hole. Just like that. I usually use my earth anchor setter to push that down in there, because I want that at the bottom of the hole. Just like that. All the way down. Then I'll take some lure, and this is J.R. & Sons private stock lure. And I'll just get a Q-tip, dunk it in there real good. Throw that in the hole as well. Make sure it's shoved in there good, just like that. Some coyote urine on the backer, just like that. And that's it. Okay, the last thing I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll tie a ribbon on the tree so that I know there's a trap there, just like this. And I'll mark it down in my notebook where that trap was located. Ready to move on to the next set. And again, that looks a little bit more complicated than it really is. The first time you set a location, it takes a little longer. Doing recess doesn't take near as long. So that's one coyote set out for the day.